All right, dads-to-be, welcome. We're going to talk about those first 12 weeks of pregnancy. You know, the ones where from the outside, it looks like, well, nothing's happening. But trust me, what's really going on is maybe the most intense, completely invisible, and absolutely critical part of the whole 9 months.
So let me ask you, and be honest, do you kind of think this is the calm before the storm? You know, the easy part before the bump shows up and things get real? Hey, if you do, you're not alone. But that idea, it's probably one of the biggest misunderstandings in all of pregnancy.
And this slide, this is what it all boils down to. I call it the reality gap. For you, life feels pretty much the same. But for your partner, the storm is already raging. And the craziest part is, you can't see any of it. Understanding this gap, that you're living in two totally different realities, is the absolute key to everything we're about to talk about. So let's pull back the curtain. Let's start with the most mind-blowing part of this whole hidden world. The unbelievable development that's happening with your baby right now. I mean, just look at the speed of this. It's insane. In just a few weeks, your baby goes from a single cell to actually forming a tiny, primitive heart that starts to beat. And then, bam, between weeks 7 and 9, it's just an explosion of growth. We're talking all the major organs, the brain, the arms, the legs, everything is being built from scratch. By week 12, the most critical construction phase is already done. Let's just pause on that for a second. Think about it. Long before you can hear it on a Doppler, long before there's even a hint of a bump, a tiny little heart is already beating away in a regular rhythm. This is the first major milestone, and it's happening right now. It takes this from some abstract idea and makes it incredibly real, incredibly fast. Okay, so while all that magic is happening on the inside, what is your partner actually going through? This is where we start to close that reality gap we were talking about. Here's the most important thing to get. The same hormones that are fueling all that incredible baby growth are also basically waging an all-out war on her body. Morning sickness is such a terrible name. For a lot of women, it's all day and all night sickness. The exhaustion isn't just, oh, I'm a little tired. It's a deep, systemic drain. And her sense of smell can turn into a bizarre superpower where everyday things suddenly smell so strong they make her sick. And listen to this quote. It really puts it all into perspective. Imagine something you love, like the smell of fresh coffee in the morning, suddenly becoming your worst enemy, making you physically ill. This isn't just a minor annoyance, right? It totally hijacks your daily life. And let's get really clear on this exhaustion thing. Her body is literally building an entirely new organ from scratch, the placenta. It's the life support system for the baby, while also assembling a human being. The amount of energy that takes is just colossal. So this isn't her being lazy, it's biology at its absolute most demanding. Now this is so important for you to hear. Those same hormones create this wild emotional roller coaster that can be just as confusing and upsetting for her as it is for you. This quote shows you that a lot of the time, she feels terrible about the mood swings. She doesn't want to be snapping, but the hormones are just overwhelming. Okay, so now you get it. You see what's really going on behind the curtain. The obvious next question is, what in the world are you supposed to do about it? So let's get into it. This is your practical, actionable playbook for being the partner she actually needs right now. The kitchen is ground zero in the first trimester. Your mission? Make it a safe zone. Strong smells from you cooking her favorite spicy dish could be a huge trigger, so taking over meal prep is a total game changer. Pro tip, an empty stomach makes nausea way worse, so keeping a stash of bland crackers by the bed so she can have some before even getting up, that's a Hall of Fame move. And when it comes to those mood swings, your goal is to be the calm in her hormonal storm. This is not about winning an argument, it's about de-escalation. Don't take the bait, don't take it personally, just listen, offer a hug, and remember that quote we just saw. Chances are she's not feeling great about it either. And beyond the day-to-day stuff, these are the big ones, the non-negotiables. First, go to the appointments. It makes it real for you and shows her you're a team. Second, just start doing more chores without being asked. That lifts a massive mental and physical weight off her shoulders. And third, educate yourself. Read a book, watch stuff like this. Don't make her manage her own pregnancy and be your personal Google. Now, it's also super important to know when things might be more serious than normal. There's a condition called hyperemesis gravidarum, or HG. This isn't just bad morning sickness. It's a serious medical issue that causes severe vomiting, weight loss, and dehydration. It absolutely requires a doctor's help.
Okay, pay close attention here. These are the red flags. You need to know these. A headache that just will not quit, serious dizziness, any changes in her vision, or if she literally can't keep water down for hours, these are not things you wait and see on. Your job is to be the clear-headed one who knows when it's time to call the doctor, no questions asked.
So there it is. We've pulled back the curtain. You've seen the incredible, secret world of the first trimester, the amazing development of your baby, and the silent storm your partner's navigating. So the question now isn't what's happening anymore. The question is, what are you going to do about it? What's the very first step you're going to take, maybe even today, to start closing that reality gap?